Last time on Taverns and Caverns, we continue our hike through the Hirai Forest, heading towards the border, until we, the Purest Fire, had the honor to see Phias. Phias, the great deer spirit. I still can't believe it. I can't explain just the beauty of Phias. But that was short-lived. As we head deeper in the forest, we came across a Kholdarian outpost. Houta was able to take one out, and Stella, she tried to distract the others with wrestlers and try to spread that. But that didn't work, and we had to fight, taking out all but two. They decided to surrender, but Ashina, that wasn't good enough for her. Something about no prisoners. I mean, where's the honor in that? But, she's not listening to me. Really don't want her to hear me. She's really starting to scare me. But we gotta keep going. Episode 84. Friend or Foe.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns, everyone. This is your Dungeon Master, HaphazardDM. And last time on Taverns and Caverns, our party came across a band of Kholdarian soldiers who were camped up in the small ruins that was located in the forest of Hirai Forest. And upon discovering these ruins, our party found out there were Kholdarians in it, and they were able to get a bit of a sneak on them. They took out one of the soldiers fairly quickly. Houta dragged him all the way to the party, and they decided to off him right then and there without really asking all that much. And then we had Stella attempt to show the soldiers wrestlerism, but that did not go nearly as planned, and the soldiers ended up attacking the party. But fortunately, the party was able to dispatch the soldiers fairly easily. Not much of a fight. And if we remember, Ashina Ruri and the players, despite knowing that the soldiers had families and that they had no idea that Kholdarians were using Yaksha in any shape, way, or form, despite knowing that, some of the players and the NPC Ashina Ruri killed them, even though they begged for their life. And as we all know, Houta attempted to recruit one by the name of John, but Ashina Ruri was not having it, and she decapitated him fairly swiftly. And if I remember correctly, Ashina was starting to show some signs of hatred towards the Kholdarians. If I remember, she was saying, die, 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 while she was killing one. And I think it freaked Roroi out just a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Rodimus.
A little bit would be an understatement.
And Yome attempted to heal one, and Ashina Ruri was just looking at her over her shoulder like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And Yome got scared too. But that's where we left off. The party's continuing to head eastwards. Remember that they are heading towards the nation of Shimada, attempting to get to the border so they can cross into their home turf to get into allied territory. They're still in Aloria. Again, Aloria was a nation that was taken over by Kholdar, so they're still in enemy territory, unfortunately. But we're going to pick up where we left off. And the party, you're all still heading east in the Hirai Forest. It's still daytime. We're going to say it's been a couple of hours since your last encounter with those Kholdarian soldiers. Ashina Ruri still leading the way. She's been fairly quiet since that quick skirmish with the soldiers. She hasn't really spoken much since then. She's still heading eastwards. She has her naginata still unsheathed. It's in her hands, and she's prepared to do combat in case you guys do run into that group of soldiers that you know are along the eastern side of those ruins you just came from. You don't know where the soldiers are, but you are, for the most part, moving carefully. That's my assumption, is what you guys are doing, moving carefully and trying to be as not silent, but not as loud as typical. But as you're traveling, what are you all doing as you're just walking? Do you all have anything to say to each other, or right now you're still traveling?
Hell no, I ain't saying shit to her. Let that bitch breathe.
My boy.
You
Yeah, Roroi's not saying a word.
Just side-eyeing her.
He's not even sighing her. He's just staying far away from her.
So as she's walking, she has blood all, splattered all over her armor. She's wearing samurai armor. She still has her helmet and her mask on, but she's got blood all over the armor from the Kholdarian soldier, the 2 that she killed. And again, she's walking like fairly stiff. Her shoulders are stiff. She's tense. You can see like the grip on her naginata is tight. She seems to be stressed beyond belief. I mean, again, you all have been through some shit, but that's how she's looking right now. And again, she's silent, walking, leading the way, unless you all want to get in front of her. But yeah, as you guys are walking, what do you do?
Stella's walking backwards, facing the crew with her hands out.
Well, what do you think of my impression? I mean, it could have been better, but I've only met the guy once. We could have spread the word that wrestlerism is this terrible thing, but then somebody tried to make a slave, and then, pointing at Ashina Ruri.
I thought it was pretty convincing about, the whole Rosler thing. I'll join.
Honestly, if I never met that guy the first time, I'd have never believed anyone like that existed. It's kind of crazy.
I wonder where he's at right now.
So, I guess it's time for us to talk.
Oh, is it? No, I'm not doing that.
There's somebody needs to be fired from the purest fires. She's a little too much.
She can't hear us?
No, she's walking ahead of us.
Oh,
I mean, I
you
guess
the
I
DM
can.
now?
All right, can I roll? You want me to roll a stealth? See if I'm whispering well enough?
You can make a you can do that if you want.
I mean, I thought I was doing a good job. Whispering like a motherfucker.
Yup, you are whispering hard.
Nobody wants her to hear.
She
her
doesn't.
breath all hot.
Yup, she doesn't even hear the. It's not even going in one ear out the other. It's just not even there. She does not hear you.
Oh,
She's
she gonna get us killed and decapitated. Remember what happened to John?
I didn't say challenge her to a fight. I just said kick her out of the purest fires. She could still fight the good fight. She doesn't have to be in our group.
Yeah, it's a challenge to the fight, and I've ever heard it.
We gotta just get back first.
Get back at her?
No,
No.
get back home.
Oh.
Yeah, I say we go somewhere and ditch her.
Roy, go hiding. Get over here.
Had a really bad couple of days or day. I don't even know at this point.
That's true. Abandoning her all of a sudden feels bad.
We're friends.
But not bad enough. She's gotta go.
Hey, Roy, why don't you go over there and comfort her? I think she needs the help.
Why me?
Because I tried.
You try to get with her.
I know, she'll end up killing you first, Houta.
Same thing.
I think she likes you more.
Nah, I think she's proven that she's warming up to me a little bit. Maybe you'll warm up a little bit more.
Okay. It's all you, buddy.
He's gonna walk up to her slowly.
You're gonna piss her off.
Let him fight.
I'm
end of his character.
I'm just picturing Hota's like walking in front of everybody. Now he's like doing the creep walk, trying to be silent. Not
He's kind of has a
stick.
he kind of has a swagger to him. He is not stepping on a stick, but he kind of has a swagger to it. Hey, Ashina, how you doing?
As you walk up, she doesn't look at you. Whatever you're about to say, Houta Liu-bei, if it's about John, I don't give a fuck.
Who was that again? Anyway, it's been a hard couple of days. You seem a little off edge. You need a rest? Recoup?
I don't need a rest. I just need to get out of Kholdarian territory as soon as possible. Listen, I know you feel bad about killing those Kholdarian soldiers, but they would not have had a second thought if it was us on the opposite end. You saw what they did to our allies in the Amul ruins. They're working with the Yaksha. There is no saving grace from that.
Ah, fair enough. They got what they got. If you ain't want to keep them around, I ain't gonna keep them around. It's pretty cut and clear.
They did experiments on our allies, on people. That is unforgivable. The Omnikami would... Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
I know. I wish I could bring back arms and legs.
Right.
Legs.
And Tepe. But I think you did the right thing at the end of the day.
We're in war. That's what happens. There's casualties in war.
Oh, yeah. He's up on that Saving Private Ryan thing. So where we going, huh?
We're heading east. Try and get to Shamara. Where else?
He's kind of just staying in the area. She seems to be walking but not looking anywhere, so that's why he's asking.
We just continue eastward and we will eventually get into Shimara. The guards that the Kholdarians mentioned about that might be along our path, whether they see us or not, they better hope that they don't, because they'll suffer the same fate if they do. No one is stopping us from getting home.
Oh, I hear that. Let me walk beside you. He's gonna walk with her.
What are the other three doing?
Stella's eyes get big. She's waiting on something.
Oh, you're waiting on my head to roll, huh?
Kind of.
I feel like me and Roroi are just looking back and forth at each other. We just want to get home.
Yeah.
We're just, she's a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Unhinged currently, and I think we just need to get home. Quick question, Ashina Ruri. What the fuck was that? No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, don't ask that. She'll answer it.
I mean, she's still your guys' ally. She's not gonna kill you guys unless you like attacked her.
Yeah, no one's gonna do that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Stella runs up to the two of them, and she's now making an Ashina Ruri sandwich, and she's looking up.
You know, you look like you could use some cheering up. You want to hear something I wrote?
Ashina looks over at Stella while she's walking, and then looks away, continuing to walk. Sure.
Oh, it's the jingle for Roroi Royce's shop. I mean, he doesn't have a shop. I'm just speaking shit into existence, you know?
Oh, so you finally came up with a song for his smithy when he does have one.
Yeah, I've been withholding it in exchange for my armor, but I feel like I'll die before he makes it. Or he will. I don't know if you heard that or not.
I guess I'll roll for that if I can hear.
Make me a perception. I mean, Stella's not that far from you, but unless you roll really shitty, I'll say you hear it. But let's see. You
11.
You heard it.
You heard
I
it.
do have a shop.
Oh, well, here we go. If you need a new shield, Roroi Royce got it. If you need some new armor, Roroi Royce got it. If you need a new sheath, Roroi Royce got it. Roroi Royce got it. And if he doesn't have it, then I bet you he can make it, as long as you show up with some bread and plan to break it. If you got a big fat sack of gold, gonna shake it. We some entrepreneurs and purifiers trying to make it, Roroi Royce shop. Roroi Royce shop. Would you shop there? Be honest.
Damn.
Damn, Houta pelvic thrusting as he's walking.
Right.
That's his dance.
Ashina still walking.
Somebody's getting down. God
She
damn.
doesn't look at you even 1 second during the entire time, but after a few seconds of you asking that, Ashina's still walking, still as tense, but she comes to an abrupt stop as if maybe she saw something ahead. Still not
Stella,
looking at you.
She's afraid.
Did I offend?
She doesn't look at you still, but she still stopped, just staring off into the distance like she sees something. And then momentarily, after a few seconds, that was good. And then she continues to walk.
Oh, thank God.
Houta wipes the sweat off his
Right.
head. Then Stella's. Oh, I thought you was gone. I thought you was a goner. I thought we had to replace another Stella.
Another?
Oh, you know how it is.
There'll never be another.
So
That was good though.
as she continues to lead the way, it's been a couple hours traveling on foot. The forest is still as thick and it's not silent. It still has the sounds of nature. Nothing off, such as the yachts or anything like that, is coming into play. Nothing has stood out, at least nothing that has been obvious has stood out regarding any tracks of Kholdarians or anything like that. But go ahead and everyone make me a perception check, just as you've been walking now. I mean, you are still paying attention to your surroundings because you don't want to run into soldiers that are ahead of you.
Oh God.
Oh God.
9.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so Stella with a 9, Houta with a 9, Roroi with a 5, and then Yome with a 13. So let me make a roll.
Y'all aren't focusing.
Nope, we're side-eyeing Ashina.
They're too worried about being killed off by Ashina.
Right.
Yo.
Stressed.
I think we're next.
We might be.
So Yome with a 13. I'm gonna say even a 13 is not high enough for this.
Damn, we're all not paying attention.
No one's paying attention. And I want all of you place your characters above in the map. The map where you had Tepe, I moved him out the way. So we're just gonna use the same map where I'm putting Ashina. It's right above where you currently are. Put yourselves in the middle. So as you're walking, none of you hear or see what I'm about to describe. However, the party, as they've continued eastward for the last, I'd say, about 3 minutes worth. I know 3 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but in this current situation, 3 minutes is a long time. Within the last 3 minutes, there has been eyes all around you, the party, staring and watching you as you've gone. These eyes have been following you for a couple of minutes, and none of you seem to have picked up on this. But as you're walking, I need Houta, you're up front with Ashina. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right. Oh
no!
Even with my superior dex.
You rolled a 1, but you have a total of a 9.
Garbage.
Yeah. Houta, as you're walking next to Ashina, you're too stressed making sure that she doesn't kill you.
Yep.
You step onto a pile of leaves. Unknowingly, you feel your ankle soon get wrapped up by some rope. And all of a sudden, you are pulled from your feet, and you are now hanging upside down as you've set off a trap.
Oh my God!
And you are pulled up into some trees, not up, I'd say about 10 feet up. You're upside down, hanging about 10 feet from the ground. And Ashina quickly stops, and she's looking around with her blade as Houta is now in this trap. The other 3 of you, you don't have to make me any saves, but you all see Houta quickly get yoinked up. And as that happens, you all can see, or actually all of you hear the bushes and trees around you, the branches begin to rustle and ruffle all around. And momentarily after Houta is yanked up, you all find yourselves surrounded by several people that are behind the trees around you, as well as in the trees. And what you can see, they all have bows aimed at you. So I'm going to go ahead and place these people all around you. So don't be too shocked, because you are surrounded. What do you all do?
If you don't mind, can someone get me down from here? Blood's rushing to my head.
Do they look like soldiers? No?
Make me a perception check. Oh, that's a 10. I mean,
I don't know what's happening.
That's a base 10. So as you're looking at them, it's harder to see the ones that are in the trees.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Stella with a 6. You can't tell with the ones that are hidden in the trees, but the ones behind the trees, they're wearing leather armor. They're not wearing metal armor like you typically see the Kholdarians in the golden armor. None of them look Kholdarian by any means, but you just don't know. And again, they all have their bows drawn as they're all, each one of you have a bow drawn on you. And moments after Houta speaks up, there is a man that steps out with a bow as well. He has a bow drawn out. He has this dark green cloak. And again, all their armor, and they're typically leather or mostly leather. They're all in camouflage looking gear that makes it harder to see them. And a man steps out, and as he does, he has his bow drawn. He's got this short bow, and along his waist, he has a long sword tied to his waist as well, that's sheathed. This man has long blonde hair. You would assume he would be like an elf-like character, but he's not an elf. He has his hood over his head, but his hood has some holes in them, which you can see, and he has antlers coming out of his head. So he is a Yeki, except he is not the same type of Yeki as Yome, which, as we all know, Yome's a fox Yeki. He is...
Yeah, he's not the best kind.
He is a Yeki of the great animal spirit Phias, the deer spirit you guys came across not that long ago. And he has these antlers, and he has his bow. Again, he's coming forth towards you all. And he speaks up after he gets close enough. And Ashina Ruri, she quickly, has her naginata held out in front of her, ready to fight. She's tense. She doesn't know who they are. And the man that steps forward, he stands about 5'8", as his bow is drawn. And he's going to look at the party, still looking dead at Houta with his bow aimed at Hota's face. He's only within 20 feet away, but Houta... You have a feeling these are all marksmen with the way they're dressed and how they're looking. And the way they snuck up on the party, you have a feeling he won't miss if he shoots at your face. And as he's stepping forward, he speaks up. Who are you all? What are you doing in Hirai Forest?
Whoa. I, too, would want to shoot Houta, but we can talk this out.
I resent that.
I still do want to shoot you. I don't know if these guys are nice or not, though.
You have no idea. They don't have any regalia, no military emblems on them. They're all in camouflaged leather armor. They look like they've been here in the forest for a while. At least they're equipped to be in the forest.
I'm gonna say something and hope it plans out.
All right. What do you say? Good luck.
Oh God.
Good luck, Houta, because you're closest to him.
Oh God.
No, I'm not gonna say anything crazy. I'm just gonna say, you don't look like soldiers. We are just trying to get home. End. See, I didn't say anything crazy.
Oh, looks can be deceiving.
But I didn't say that to you. I'm just saying I didn't say
We
anything
may not
crazy.
look like soldiers, but we definitely know how to kill. Where is your home?
We're on the way right now.
Yeah, that's a dicey question. Where's your home?
Hirai Forest is our home. Now answer my question. Where
all
are you
of it?
heading to?
Oh.
So I would know, that his dude is the deer dude that we saw, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, I mean, all of you would know he's a Yeki.
know that.
The
Yeah.
Yekis are a common race in Ashai, yeah.
I forget what its name was. What was its name?
Phias, the great deer.
Phias. I'm sure you're all friendly. Listen, Phias showed us the way and we're just on our way home.
Hell yeah, he fucks
Totally
with
not gonna
us.
believe that.
Oh, well, just everybody settle down. Ashina, honey, please put down the naginata. These people are here to talk.
I'm not putting this down until they drop their bows. And
They are just scared that we are enemies.
the man with the antlers, he looks at Yome. You speak the name of Phias, the great deer spirit, as if you've actually come across him. Don't lie to us.
It's not a lie. We were amazed.
When did you come across the great deer
She's
spirit,
probably going to
Phias?
write a song about it.
I don't know. I don't know what time it is. I don't know. A couple hours ago, maybe we saw a fat squirrel.
It was a day ago, right? Or no? No, it was this morning.
Yeah, we've seen all type of shit out here, man. You mean to tell me you live here? You've never seen them?
What did it?
Yeah, you can ask Pabo about us.
What did he say? What did he do? The great Omnikami don't present themselves to the common folk of Ashai unless there is a reason. I have never even come across Phias, and I am a Yeki.
Hmm.
You see how I'm dressed? Common.
Well, yeah, it was like, a deer and all these little things clicking, and they were making noises, and growth was coming out with every step he took. I mean, it was some real ethereal stuff. I can't make it up.
The feeling that you're overcome with is indescribable.
So what?
Tell him, Roroi. Tell him, Roroi, what we saw. You're the soft one. It'll definitely work.
Shit.
He's gonna
Yeah,
sound so. Yeah, see.
We saw, and we
Roroi, tell him what it looked like. Because I forget.
the beauty. There's no words for how beautiful it was, but it saved us from the Yaksha.
I did. Now, could someone get me down from here? I kind of want to get back to Kali Shrine.
He continues to aim his bow at you, Houta. The Yaksha, here in Hirai Forest. You came across Yaksha?
Yeah, we are purifiers.
He looks at you, Roy. Purifiers, you say, and you're heading home. To Shimada, is that it?
Yeah,
Prove
Aye.
to us you are purifiers.
Roy flashes his badge.
I don't
You
know
look-
if they're chill with that. We are just out here telling all the secrets.
Like, are you a
I
cop?
should not have let
It's like-
Roroi talk.
Like, are you a cop? We hate cops. Let me show him my badge.
Right. Makeup.
He looks at Roy as you show him your purifier badge, and he looks at you, and then he looks at Stella and Yome. What about the two of you, purifiers as well?
I slap that card out, or whatever it is.
I mean, I look pretty hot, yeah. No, I'm out here just trying to build lore, man. I go where I'm needed.
Hey, you got any beer?
He draws the string on his short bow even further back at you, Houta. And you, are you a
Shut
purifier as well?
Oh, of course I am. Yeah. He tries to maneuver the badge out without it falling out of his hand because he's upside down. Yeah,
Falls
see?
on the ground.
He sees the badge, then he looks at Ashina. What about you? And she looks at the Yeki, and she just sighs. I am a member of the Shimaran military. I work
No.
from Kyori Shrine in Shimada. And as soon as she says that, he looks back at the others, and then he aims his bow up, and he lets the arrow fly, and he shoots the rope that's holding Houta. Houta, you find yourself falling to the ground 10 feet from above.
Oh, ah. Oh, God.
Taking any
Yes.
damage?
Yes.
Yes.
Ashina works for Mizuno Amadi. All right.
Make me a dexterity save.
You got it.
You get waxed.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, so you'll take half of that damage I just rolled. You'll take 2 points of damage.
All right.
So you fall 10 feet. You're able to catch yourself in a way where it doesn't hurt you nearly as much as it would have. 10 feet is quite a bit of a drop if you're hanging upside down.
Yep.
And after he frees you from the trap, he holds up his right hand. And as he does so, all the rest of the people around you slowly begin to lower their bows. And then he slowly sheaths, or I don't want to say sheaths, but he places his bow over his shoulder. So you're allies with Shimada. Good. What are you doing here in Hirai Forest? Were you out here hunting Yaksha?
Well, we were. Now we're just trying to escape. Get back to our own side.
We would love for that to be the only thing we were doing, but we did not mean to show up here.
What do you mean you did not
We
mean
just
to
want
show
to get
up here?
home.
How did you get here?
It's kind of a long story.
There was like 1,000 Yaksha. I don't know how many there were, but he just kept putting them on the screen.
Right.
And we had to get out of there, and there was a like summoning circle, and we just stepped right into it.
He
and we
shakes
ended
his
up
head.
here.
Whoa, stop. You're not making any
joke.
sense.
I know.
Hundreds
Tell me
of
about it. This
Yaksha
day's been rough.
here in the forest.
No.
No. Not the forest.
At
Where,
home. Where we
where
were.
is home? What are you talking about?
I don't
Makes
remember.
sense.
I can't. I'm bad at remembering prior sessions.
The Amira ruins, was it?
Right.
The Amiwa ruins.
Ruins.
That's back in Shimada. We're still along the borders of Aloria and Shimara. You're far from the Amiwa ruins. a
Been
good
having a
couple of
hard day.
weeks.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
We
Vomiting circle.
teleported us.
All right, okay. So you teleported. Whatever. We'll get to the details later. So your purifiers working with the Shimaran military. You were hunting down Yaksha. That's what purifiers do here in Ashai. And you came across hundreds of Yaksha. You somehow teleported here into the Hirai Forest, and now you're trying to get back home. Did I nail it in the coffin with that explanation?
But the lab we were teleported to was beneath the Tawny Fortress.
So you teleported into a lab?
Yeah, we dug a tunnel underground.
In Tawny Fortress in Aloria, that's a fortress held by the Kholdarians, but the Amiwa ruins are held by the Shimarans. Why was there a teleportation from the Amiwa ruins to the Tawny Fortress?
That's the $1 million question.
Experimenting on people in the ruins. Isn't that what they were doing to the samurai dudes? Yeah.
Wait,
Absolutely.
You should have seen the arms, the legs, and the monkeys.
They were taking our people to this lab and turning them into crazy Yaksha things.
The Shimarans were turning people into Yaksha?
No. The Kholdarians were taking our people and turning them into Yaksha.
But the Kholdarians shouldn't be in the Amiwa ruins.
Yeah, dude, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're all saying. They should not be here.
We've had a bad couple of days. We too are surprised.
And Tioga, what they did to him.
What do you mean what they did to Tioga?
They have him.
The Shimarans or the Kholdarians?
Kholdarians.
They have the great Omnikami Tioga. You are bluffing.
Forgot about that.
I wish I was.
So the rumors are true. Emperor Ball has found a way to withdraw the essence of an Omnikami. Is that what you're saying? That the rumors are indeed fact.
Just like Lizzo said, all the rumors are true.
Tea is hot.
There's a lot. You're spilling a lot of tea. Hot tea. He looks at the rest of the people around and he just waves a hand. I am Ikaris. I am from Aloria. The fellow hunters that you see around you are also refugees of Aloria. We came to the Hirai Forest after Kholdara attacked our nation, and we've made Hirai Forest our home. We've been helping Shimara fight off the Kholdarians along the border. Come, it seems you have a lot of hot tea to spill, and we must tell the Shimarans about this. Come with me. And he turns around. We'll be taking you to my base camp. Don't worry, we're safe from the Kholdarians. They have no idea where we're located, nor do they know we're here.
Excellent.
However,
like this picture?
If we find out that you are lying to us or you're attempting to sabotage our base of operations, we will kill you on sight.
Why has got to resort to violence? We are a peaceful sort.
I know, we just want to eat.
And I want beer. And women.
I need a shower.
You hear us complaining?
I need a shower after hearing Houta talk too.
You see, as Roy says that, the orc that's behind Houta, he just nods his head and looks at the woman next to him. They both nod their head. Hey, boss. Yeah, he does need a shower. This guy stinks.
Damn, even they're
smells-
gonna burn Roroi?
Smells rancid.
Yeah, I knew it was somebody. I knew it was you.
Hey, I ain't burning Roy. He's the one that says he needed a shower.
Well,
Feels dirty
still
because when
covered in-
Houta talks, he's a little nasty boy.
he's still covered in Yaksha guts and blood
That's
and
true. We are probably all stinky.
Yeah. So
been in
the
sewers.
Ikaris, I mean, he doesn't look exactly like the picture I'm using, but just imagine he kind of looks like that. That was like a picture I found where the dude had antlers.
He looks like a zaddy.
A zaddy.
Look at him.
He looks like a zaddy. He's got long blonde. Like when you said Legolas, think Legolas, except not an elf.
With fucking antlers?
got-
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, he's got antlers. Which I guess didn't like not Legolas himself, but didn't like someone in Lord of the Rings from Legolas's clan, elf-wise, didn't they have like antler like crowns and shit?
His daddy.
Was it his dad? I can't remember
Right.
if it was in The Hobbit or if it was.
Yeah, his daddy, what the fuck is his dad's name?
I don't remember. He was like an asshole, wasn't he?
What elf isn't an asshole?
His daddy. the one that was in the Hobbit movies. I can't remember his name right now. is who you're thinking of.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
That Lee Pace played.
Yeah.
Talking about Zaddy, am I right?
No.
Said I'm
Yeah,
7
so-
feet tall, fucking bend down. I said, no problem.
Yeah, but you see, he has antlers attached to his. I mean, similar to a tiefling, except unlike a tiefling's horn, he just has antlers. So
If
the
we made a baby, what animal would it be?
it might be a mix.
It could have antlers and a tail?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a freak.
It's a freak. What animal is this?
And he doesn't have regular human ears. He has like deer-like ears.
Yeah, I don't have regular ears either.
Yeah. Yeah, fox ears. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I hear
So-
everything except apparently not this trap. Not getting snuck up on.
Nope,
Don't
you didn't
that.
hear them. They were silent as fuck.
Shit, nobody hear me whispering. I talk about all of y'all.
Yeah, you see
So-
us complaining. Oh, see, we're friendly.
So as Ikadas looks at you, he just nods.
It's like Icarus, but Japanese.
Ikadas, yes.
Ikarasu.
Except it's spelled Ekiras, like that. So Ikadas.
Why? But my Roll20, when I see it, it's like half cut off. Do you guys have that problem too?
Scroll down. Sometimes the
scroll all the way
chat.
down.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, same thing with mine too.
Yeah,
Okay,
mine
I
just fix itself.
Here, I'll type it
It
again.
is when he types, it does, but yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I know.
So Ikaras, as he looks at you, he just nods and he begins to walk. Come, our base isn't far from here. It's well hidden. We have food and we have a place for you to bathe. I would advise bathing because, let's be real, you do stink.
Ooh!
Stella does a little jump and starts running towards him.
Ashina Ruri, she slowly lowers her naginata and she looks at the party. As you all begin to walk with them, she whispers to you, keep your wits about you. We don't know who they are. They say they're from Aloria, which could be possible. I do know that there were refugees fleeing Aloria here towards Shimada as the war broke out, but we don't know if they're in cahoots with the Kholdarians or not.
Is this Ashina saying this?
Yes, that's Ashina.
Oh, okay.
Telling you guys, whispering this to you guys.
I think you're a little paranoid.
Nah,
Yeah, don't worry.
she's got a good point. We are outnumbered.
You're
Listen,
saying
Houta will never let anything happen to you guys.
You literally walked into a trap.
I don't want to talk about it. That's the past.
I don't want
past.
to talk about
The
it.
past is over. Let's move forward in our lives.
Yeah, if they really wanted to kill us, they would have done it right then and there.
You see, oh, he aimed that bow at your boy.
Still, it won't hurt us to be a little extra cautious. I agree with Ashina. We've come this far. We just gotta, eat some of their food, take some for the road, and we'll have the energy to make it back. Maybe
exactly.
even with some allies.
Yeah.
I agree with Stella. Exactly. And Roy, there's no being overly cautious in our situation, too paranoid after what we just went through. I think it is justifiable on the paranoia that I may have.
We can be cautious, but can we agree that we're not stabbing anyone unless the whole group agrees?
Well, we might not have time for a meeting.
Well,
If shit goes down.
You shut up. I'm
What?
talking about-
Listen, if they aren't Kholdarians attempting to kill us, then I won't stab them.
I'm just throwing down some ground rules.
You guys are violent. I just want a beer.
You guys are violent.
I'm gonna go get me a Foster's. Just gonna swagger forward.
And as the party follows Ikaris and the other hunters, they take you deeper into the Hirai Forest. However, they are not heading east like you all were. They head south a bit more southeast. So you're still heading towards Shimada, but a little further south away from where those Kholdarian soldiers were mentioned to be located. And after a good 30 or so minutes, you eventually come across a very thick area of the forest, and you see Ikaris. He holds up his hand and he begins to chant a spell. And as he does so, you see many of the thick trees and branches that are now blocking your path. They slowly begin to fizzle out of existence as if it was an illusionary spell. And as the branches and trees begin to vanish, you see there is an opening into a cavern that leads underground. He looks at the rest of you. You are not to tell anyone of where this is. And if you do, I guarantee you won't be able to find it. Now, quickly, into the cave before anyone spots us.
Oh, good. I need one of these to hide me own stash.
You ain't got nothing good.
Oh, yeah, as long as you say it out loud, I don't. Onward!
And as you all enter the cavern, you're followed by all the rest of the hunters, and the illusion quickly comes back up after you all enter. And as you walk into this cavern, it looks and smells like a normal cave. Nothing special about it. But after a good 5 minutes, you continue to go down this dark path. You'd start to see some light down the tunnel of the cave. And you do notice there are some torches that are lit, leading a path further down into the earth. And as you make your way about 30 to maybe even 50 feet below ground, you soon come across an opening. And what you guys now see before you as you step forward, Ikaris, he leads the way, and he turns around, he puts his hands out to each side of him, opening his arms out as if he was about to hug somebody, but he just keeps his arms out. Welcome to the refugees camp of Aloria. And as he does so, you can see there is light from the sun shining down from above, as if there was an opening above the cavern. But it's shining down on this massive tree that's in the center of what I would call an underground grove. And I'm going to reveal the map. Place all your characters on the bottom of the map. It's going to be to the bottom right of where you currently are standing.
Is that the Witcher?
Is that the Witcher? Geralt, that you?
Girl. Girl.
So, again, the ecosystem here in this cavern is beautiful. It smells clean, at least as clean as a cavern can smell. But again, there is sunlight shining down from the thick canopy where there is a hole in the cavern above. And the light is all shining down on one particular tree that seems to be growing on a smaller platform of land that is in the middle of this gargantuan pond. In the center of this cove is this pond with clear, pristine, fresh water that has a stream that's leaking from above the cavern into this pond. So it's all fresh water. And in the middle of that pond, again, is this massive tree where the sunlight is shining down. And around the pond, which, again, the pond is in a lower area of this cavern. You'd have to go down to get to the pond. There's some cliffs around it. But there are trees and grass, vines growing all around this cavern. It is a beautiful cove, underground cove. For the first time within the last couple of days, you feel at ease and in peace. And you can see all around this underground cove, there are tents, there are boxes of crates with goods. There's several people walking around, both in hunter gear, and some look like normal civilians. But they're all walking around doing their own thing, living their best lives in this underground cavern. And you can see there's a hill or a ledge that goes upwards into like this platform to your right that has some tents. Looks like there's stalls, people selling, trading goods. To your left, there's a campsite with some campfires. And again, there's camp or tents all around this cove. But Ekiris, as he's showing off the area, again, this is where the refugees of Aloria have decided to make our home. Many of the refugees that were not fighters continued eastwards into Shimada in order to gain protection from the Kholdarians. But those that have fight left in us, militia, soldiers, and even Kholdarians that decided to fight against their own people have joined us here, and we have continued to work with the Shimaran military to make sure the Kholdarians around Hirai Forest have been slaughtered and captured along the borders. The Kholdarians don't know we're here, and we plan to keep it that way. So you will not be telling anyone of where this location is. And like I said, you wouldn't be able to find it even if you did.
It's cool. It's like a little members only VIP 4 seasons, where I deserve to be. This is a great chapter for my lore. Of course, I won't say where it is or anything, but just, having a little slice of paradise where I write some rhymes. Feeling it. Oh, yeah. This is the life.
And again, this underground cove, it's massive. Again, there are, I would say, a good 50 plus to 100 or so people just all around this cavern. And again, it looks like a small town that's underground with this great foliage of trees and leaves and grass beginning to grow in this underground cavern. The sunlight coming down from above. It just looks beautiful. And it is an area, particularly any Yeki member of the Yeki race would adore, would love. It just it speaks nature to its fullest here. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Taverns and Caverns. Thanks again for listening to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns, everyone. If you enjoyed our shenanigans, we ask that you please leave us ratings and reviews on Apple iTunes or any other podcast platform that you use. Also, please be sure to check out the Taverns and Caverns Patreon for exclusive content that you won't want to miss. You can find me on Twitter at HaphazardDM.
Yo, I'm Brad. I play Stella. And you can follow me on Twitter at Blaze_Nancy Bride King or NBK.
I am Robert Jones, and I played Houta Liu-bei. You can find me on YouTube, Trubone, Trubone.
I'm Felicia, and I play Yome. You can find me on Insta or Twitter at daggertribal.
I'm Rodimus, playing Roroi Royce. You can find me on Twitter at Rodimus7901 or at Instagram at Rodimus83.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Those are all of our players and our cast members for Taverns of the Cavern Season 2. Until next time, take care.